back to Inside NDU, the podcast that gives you exclusive behind-the-scenes content of all the exciting activities happening at Notre Dame University Loise. Our university prides itself on its academic caliber, with curricula and instructors that are dedicated to fostering excellence in our students. More than that, it is necessary that our graduates are ready to apply themselves outside campus walls, become conscientious citizens, and uphold the ethics of their fields, whatever paths they choose. Today's guest is here to tell us about the state of affairs at the Faculty of Law and Political Science, from theory to practice. Please join me in welcoming Attorney at Law and Dean of the FLPS, Dr. Dany Samaha. Hello, Dr. Samaha, how are you?
Fine, and you? Thank you.
I'm good. We're glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
Can you start by sharing with our viewers a little bit about your journey from the private law practice to academia?
Yes, actually, ever since I started working as a lawyer, I started teaching at the same time. So I started very young teaching. I was around 22 years old. I was preparing my PhD, and I was teaching at the same time in 2 universities.
What are the majors available at the Faculty of Law and Political Science today?
Yes, at the Faculty of Law, actually, we have a program that fits the students to become great lawyers, international lawyers, and that program is divided in part. We'll talk later on about the program more in details,
Yes.
but that program will help our students to become top-notch lawyers. At the political science, we have the undergrad system where we have emphasis NGO or international affairs and diplomacy or public administration.
What is unique about NDU's law program in particular if all law schools are the same on paper?
Yes, the law program in NGU, the uniqueness of the law program is that most of the courses are given in English.
Yes.
And that is an important skill for the students because they need the language and it's an international language, except
course.
some courses that are given in Arabic and that are imposed by the Lebanese University.
So it's an added value for the students, of course. Our law program provides a sturdy comprehension of various systems of law. How important is this comparative study in the law practice?
This is extremely important because actually in the whole systems in the world, we have 2 systems of law. We have the Romano-Germanic system and the common law system. In Lebanon, we follow the Romano-Germanic system of law. Yet in NDU, we teach the common law system and the Romano-Germanic system in order to give our students an overview of all the systems and to let them embrace and understand more the rule of law in order one day to apply it, to change it, or to control it.
Of course. How does the NDU law program prepare the students in their career prospects?
They prepare them seriously to become the lawyers of the future. They are lawyers who know the rule of law, who know the rule of law here, who know the rule of law in the States or in France, and who know how to compare these rules of law in order to make them evolve and to make them change.
And can they go into different sectors of the law?
Of course, they go into different sectors of law. They go into public law, private law, commercial law, criminal law. So we have all that, and we have even Romano-Germanic law, common law. So we have all the openness of all systems.
In an increasingly globalized world, how does the International Affairs program equip the students to deal with this changing landscape?
I think now with the world, we cannot imagine anymore any professional person living without international affairs because everything is becoming international.
Yes.
I mean, the world is becoming a small town. So our program is really focused on the evolution of the thinking and the evolution of the affairs and transactions worldwide in order to let those students understand the relation between states and the coordination between states and how far it can go.
Yes, it's very important. The political science program offers various emphasis and concentrations. How important is it to offer such a variety?
It is extremely important because it answers the needs of the community and the society today and in the future, which means that we know, for example, today in Lebanon we have a lot of NGOs.
Yes.
We have a program of political science, NGO emphasis as an example. So it's targeted to the NGOs in order to help our students to integrate more the market of the NGOs and to comprehend and to evolve with that system.
Do you think public administration is not given deserved recognition?
Yes, but sadly it's because our public administration is in a miserable situation. But we prepare our students in order to take back that situation because it cannot remain like that. One day it's going to evolve and our students should be already ready to take back that public administration that is almost falling today.
And do people often conflate the idea of public administration and the programs offered at the Faculty of Law and Political Science?
Yes, sadly they do, because they think that if I go into the emphasis of public administration, I will go to this administration that is already a failure.
Yes.
Well, that's not the concept, that's not what we're preparing them for. We want them to go into that system to make that public administration change. We want the change and we want them to be the change. And this is why we don't prepare them for what we have actually, we're preparing
Yes.
them for what we are going to have, hopefully.
Yeah, we need to give them the hope back.
Definitely.
What are the skills unique to the graduate programs that the students do not acquire in the undergraduate programs?
In the graduate program, it's more targeted, which means that when you decide to go into a master's or into the graduate program, you're a student who had already fulfilled the first part of your diploma, and you want to go further. You want to
Yes.
know more, you want to explore more, and you want to dig more in specified fields. I take, for example, international affairs and diplomacy, human rights emphasis. So these are topics where you want to dig more because you want to become at an upper level of that,
Yes.
which is provided by NDU.
And do you advise every student to do that?
Definitely, no doubt, because now the undergrad is not enough. Having just a diploma is not enough. We need to dig more, we need to study more, we need to be different, and we need to differentiate ourselves.
Exactly. The FLPS is an active and practice-based entity at the university. What are some of the activities that the faculty members and students get involved in usually?
Oh, we do a lot of activities. Actually, we organize workshops, we organize conferences, and we push our students to participate in active life by taking trainings in institutions like NGOs or even law firms. We have now some of our students who went even outside Lebanon to have their training in international law firms because they have the knowledge and they have the experience.
Yes.
They're willing to have the experience. And we have workshops, we have conferences, and we are bringing up people who are coming from abroad on an international level and international scales in order to open up our students to some fields that are not explored yet in Lebanon. I give, for
Yes.
example, international sports. Sports law is not an active, it's not very active in Lebanon. We were one of the first universities that made a workshop, and we had international guests for that.
Yeah, this will help the students have more exposure. It will prepare them from theory to practice.
Definitely.
What advice do you have for the prospective students who may be disillusioned with the legal and political systems given in the country's present state?
Do believe in yourself, do believe in this country, never leave the country, know that you can succeed everywhere and you can definitely succeed here, and it's because we don't have the clear application of the rule of law. There is your role. You need to act, you need to intervene, you need to prove that the rule of law can be applied. We can be an active country, we can be a successful country if we decide to be successful by ourselves and believe in ourselves.
We need to be the change for
Definitely.
Lebanon. Thank you for your time, Dr. Samaha. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, I really enjoyed it, and it's a wonderful podcast. I wish you all the success that you deserve.
Thank you. That was a quick look into NDU's Faculty of Law and Political Science. To learn more about our programs, visit the link in the description below. Make sure to follow our social media and subscribe to our channel to be notified about our new episodes. Thank you again for watching Inside NDU. Until next time.